Hello and welcome back to the Leah Moses Entrepreneur Podcast. And today's episode is all about challenging yourself, right? A lot of the times we have goals. We have physical goals, financial goals, educational goals, you name it, right? Whatever you would have put on whatever vision board you have, or you wrote down these goals, you want to achieve X, Y, Z in some particular period of time. Now, a lot of the times what happens with goals is that we often fall off. Similar to resolutions, right? We often fall off from these things because either we are distracted or, some other thing comes up in the way and you believe to yourself that, I can pick up this goal at a later date, right? I could do this at another time. But something I've recognized over my time of, writing down goals and achieving certain things is about challenging yourself. Something happens in the brain when you give yourself a challenge. Right? When you decide to say, here's what, I'm going to do something that is actually going to be a little hard to do. So if it's a financial goal, let's just say you wanted to get to, $5,000 before the end of the year, and you were pacing yourself, at a very low rate, right? You can actually challenge yourself and double that figure that you were planning to put down every week, every month, whatever the case is. And the minute that you are in that challenge mode, believe it or not, something kicks in and it enables you to reach your goals even faster. If you are planning, you want to read a book every year, one book, right? Just one. And you say, I have a whole year, this book has 365 pages, I'll read one page per day. When you challenge yourself, you can actually give yourself a challenge that you will not just finish the book, but that you will read a second book, right? Or that you could say, all right, you were planning on 1 page a day, but push yourself and do 5 pages. Say, here's what, 1 page is nothing. 5 pages I can do, right? And of course, this happens too if you get your mind right, and you get this kind of information about challenging yourself and, the proper mindset, being a goal getter, GOAL, being a goal getter, right? You can give yourself some challenges and it happens. I remember being a part of a particular online business and there was a challenge created to find 2 people in 24 hours to give a presentation to, right? To see if they would be interested in also being a part of the business. And at first I would have looked at it and say, whoa, 2 people in 24, so many months, so many weeks passed by and everybody seems to not be interested. But somehow about that challenge and believing to myself that, hey, I am a winner, I could win, right? And getting to work, putting in that urgency, right? 2 people in 24 hours, your time is ticking. When you give a time frame on what you want to do, or you shorten that time frame, it puts you in a mode that you actually get to achieve. Sometimes you may have, according to some self-employed people, you may have a daily goal, a daily financial goal. And, if the goal is easy, you may be hitting that goal every day. And, some days, even if you don't hit it, you are kind of passive about it. The minute you go in challenge mode to say, here's what, I had a quota of $200 today, but no, I want to see $400 today. I want to double that. Just to see. It's just a challenge, right? Somehow within us, we like to know that we can achieve things. It feels good when you achieve your goals. So setting challenges or tightening those those goals in terms of time frame actually helps you to achieve things that you thought you would have never been able to do. Look at something else. Savings. A lot of people find it very, very hard, right? To do certain things because, they never have savings. They don't have the savings to do this, or they didn't put down enough money, or they don't think based on what they know, they don't think they'll be able to put down that money to do X, Y, Z. And then somehow, when you challenge yourself, when you put your goal first, you give urgency to that goal, you actually end up hitting that, right? You may actually find the money to do, you have multiple things to do, your savings is not permitting that to happen, but somehow you give yourself that challenge. You say, I'm going to do all I could do each and every day, each and every week, each and every month, and let's just see what happens. But you're on challenge mode. And a lot of the time, many people could testify to the fact that when they did this, they were able to accomplish so much. And sometimes you have to turn around and ask, how did I do that? How did that come true for me? And I didn't have XYZ resource, whatever that might be. Right? So that's my basic encouragement for today. Put some challenges on yourself. Don't just do what you do passively anymore. If you had a goal from before and you were working towards it, let's say it's physical, right? You got accustomed to doing 10 reps probably at the gym, right? Or you got accustomed to running 1 mile. Challenge yourself, and something often kicks in. As soon as you reach there, you may be feeling to give up, but somehow, because you're in challenge mode, especially if you have an accountability person who understands that you're on this challenge, it actually pushes you, right? Because you see, when you're only dependent upon yourself, you can always give up, because nobody knows, nobody's holding you accountable. There's nobody to say, oh gosh, why did you quit, why did you give up? Or nobody to say, come on, you're better than that, don't give up. So find yourself an accountability partner and give yourself some challenges. Challenge yourself on that goal, challenge yourself on that thing you wanted to do, right? Just do it, just start and put some urgency on it and watch your goals come true. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Every Monday there will be a new episode, so you can stay tuned for more, and see you next time.